Struggle is good. Now, unfortunately, a lot of us think that when we are struggling, it means that we are never going to get the hang of it. We were never meant to be doing whatever we wanted to be doing, and it's time to give up. And a lot of people, unfortunately, give up because they are facing a struggle. Now, if you think about it for a moment, if you imagine you are struggling to do whatever you are doing, whether that's building a website, whether that's writing fiction books or blogging or whatever you're looking to do. If you are struggling to do that, that means that there are probably other people who are in the same situation as you are, and that means that that is a good thing, because a lot of those other people are going to drop out. You know, it's been said many times before that everybody has a book in them, but how many people actually sit down and write that book? Very few. The ones that probably even take some type of action probably struggle with it. They can't, keep their butt in the seat. They can't maybe outline the book. They can't get their thoughts down on paper, and they give up. And then we have this huge number at the start who are looking to write a book, and then we have this tiny portion at the very end of the funnel who actually go through all those actions and who actually finish off that book. And that is because of the struggle. So if you think maybe that whatever market you are going to go into today, whether that's some genre in fiction or whether you are going to start blogging on a popular topic, if you think you are competing with everybody, you're not. Because the majority of people, as I said, when they are faced with a struggle, they will give up. So embrace that struggle, because if you are going through it, it means that other people are going through it, and it means that your competition at the finish line is going to be a lot less. Now, Tommy Baker, in his book The 1% Rule, he tells this story that you only really appreciate something when you actually work for it, and when you actually work your way through that struggle period that you're in. Now, he tells a story of, if you imagine an American football team all sitting in the changing room. They could be maybe getting ready for the match, but they're all sitting in their gear, they're all ready to go, and before they are called out on the pitch, somebody comes in with a trolley with a sheet or a blanket over it and wheels it into the front, or in the middle of the room, and then of course everybody's curious what's under the sheet, and then somebody pulls it off, and there is the Vince Lombardi trophy. Now, if you don't know much about American football, I'm not saying I'm an expert on it either, but Vince Lombardi trophy is the trophy that the team gets when they win the Super Bowl. Now, if you can imagine somebody wheeled that trophy into them on that day and then said to them, "Here you go, it's all yours, lads, enjoy," and then walked out. Now, I'm sure you probably get a lot of people that probably be excited at the start. They'd probably go over, they'd probably play around with the trophy, hold it up and maybe run their fingers across it, and probably imagine all the times they're probably in their bedrooms, imagine at some stage they were going to hold that trophy up. But if you can imagine they were playing around with that trophy for a while, after a while I'm sure it will be put down, and I'm sure after a while any kind of good feeling that they had for that trophy would be gone. Now, the reason it would be gone would be that they didn't earn it. They didn't earn the privilege to hold up that trophy. They hadn't put themselves through a lot of challenging matches. It was simply just handed to them. Now, if you can imagine that was the same for you. If you can imagine somebody like a Disney fairy got out a wand today, tapped you on the head and said, "Today you are a best-selling author," or you are somebody who has a huge blog with 1 million followers, or you have a huge Instagram account, but basically, again, like the trophy, it was simply just put into your hands and there you go. I'm going to ask you, how much would you appreciate it? How much would, that excitement at the start, how long would it last for? Again, like those footballers, I'm sure over time you'd probably take it for granted. Yeah, I'm a best-selling author. Yeah, I've got a blog that has 1 million readers, or whatever. But you would take it for granted because there was no struggle to get there. There was no kind of sweat. There was no effort. It was simply just handed to you. And again, too, you'll find a lot of people, unfortunately, when they are given a talent, something for free, when they are born, again, they take it for granted because they didn't have to struggle to get there. You'll find people who are naturally great swimmers. You'll find people who are naturally maybe great gymnasts or runners or whatever it is, but they never use that talent to the best of ability, and you'll find that they will be beaten by people who are less talented but who put the struggle in and when they actually get the trophy, it means far more to them because they struggled through the effort. So again, if we circle back, struggle is good and you should welcome the struggle. Not only is it going to make whatever you achieve at the very, very end, it's going to make it more satisfying. It's going to make it more, it's going to feel like you deserved it. It's not going to feel like it was handed to you. It's going to feel like you worked for it. And not only that, if you have a feeling that you are struggling with something, that is also a good sign, because it means there is a portion of you that really wants to be good at that. If you imagine if I was doing these videos here and I'm struggling again, like I probably normally do, I might goof up, I may say something stupid, I may get my words in the wrong order, but I may be struggling for the longest time until I get this down, until I feel more comfortable talking in videos, until I probably start communicating better in a true video. I'll probably struggle for the longest time. Now, if I am annoyed about the struggle, if I am frustrated by all the mistakes I'm making, but if it angers me, but I still kind of are struggling along, it means that I can get to the point on the other side when I will be better at this. If this didn't annoy me at all, if this wasn't a struggle for me, it probably means that I shouldn't be doing this, that it isn't right for me. So if you are feeling a struggle, if it is annoying you that you aren't building an audience, if it is annoying you that you aren't a good a writer as you could be, it means that you can get there. It means that there is that part of you, again like a diamond, that needs to be chipped away, that needs to be polished, but the core of that bit of talent is already in you. It just needs the reps, it needs the hours writing. It means it needs to be polished over and over and over again by doing the work, by showing up and gaining experience. So you will get to that point, because as I said, if it doesn't annoy you, it means you got no love for it, and it means that you aren't going to stick with it. And again, like the football team, if you are handed something naturally, unfortunately we don't appreciate it and we don't take it for granted. So embrace the struggle today. Struggle is good. The struggle you're going through is also the struggle that your competitors are going through, which means there are going to be less people at the finish line. And also too, it means that when you do achieve what it is you are looking to achieve, it's going to taste a lot better, because you have worked your way, you have fought your battles, you have sat in the seat, you have done whatever it took to get there, and when you do hold up that trophy at the end, it is going to be more and more satisfying for you in the end. So I hope maybe I've inspired you. I hope maybe I've kept you going a little bit longer, maybe fighting against that struggle you're going through. I hope I have. And if I have, and if maybe you'd like to know more about me, or you'd like to know more what these videos and podcast episodes are, if you do a Google search for WriteCome, that's WriteCome.com, you'll find the content all over the web. And if you go to the WriteCome site right now, again, WriteCome.com, you'll find a great free report called Words to Wealth. And in it, I'm going to show you 10 different ways you can make money from home using simply your keyboard and nothing else. So if that intrigues you, if you'd like to know more, head on over to the site, download the free report, give it a go and let me know how you get on with it. And as always, thanks for sharing your time again today. Take care, have a great day, bye bye.